Now the just upcoming list was released. Only one Nigerian name appeared on the list. Although 2 names were selected, I think one lost his fitness test. That is why we were only able to get 1. But I'm telling you, within the next couple of years, that thing will change, because we have highly young, talented male and female referees that are now being injected into our Premier League, and they are performing wonderfully well. It was only during our own time that you see a team will have the confidence to travel anywhere and they win their match and come back home safely without any intimidation or any harassment. And if you try it, the rules are there, and we must ensure that those rules are being followed to the letter. The projection for the team is that we are going back to get back our trophy, because as far as I'm concerned, that trophy belongs to Nigeria. And that's why we are not taking any chance. Every single FIFA window for the women, we give them the opportunity to have a quality friendly match. And going forward now, before the AFCON, I think we have about 2 windows, which we intend to make sure that we utilize them effectively to make sure that they have good preparation. And locally, as I have said, we are trying to see how we can inject these young girls from our local league, which we feel are going to bring a lot of positive impact into the team. And that is why we tried to organize a 2-legged friendly match against Algeria some months back in Lagos and Ikene. And that helped us to get some of these girls, to inject them with the foreign base that gives us the result that we had in France. Because I could remember about 6 or 7 of the home girls were injected into the team, and we were able to get that result. The last time we played friendly match with France, I think it was about 8-0. So just to tell you that we're looking at that angle, and we're not going to rely on that effort. We'll still try and make sure that we do what we need to do to ensure that we don't rely on those foreign players.
Yes, you heard it all from the NFF president, that is Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, talking about how his administration, what they have done to see that we have a better league in Nigeria, and also talking about the Super Falcons of Nigeria, what they are doing to see that they get it right when the Women's Nations Cup come calling in 2026. On that note, I welcome you to the show, 360 Sports, coming to your screen from Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. We have a lot to look at on the show this morning, and I will begin from the powerlifting sport. When we say power, it's meant for the power athletes, that is the special athletes as they are called. But for the 2025 National Powerlifting event, Lagos State, according to the organizer, has been chosen to host the trials, that's the national trials, where a talent will be scouted for the next generation, who those to replace the aging ones, and that event is slated to hold at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos, from the January 27th to 31st January 2025. According to the Secretary General of that federation, Abdullahi Libata, is saying it is important that the federation actually hosts this event, and the importance of it is to secure the future of the sport. Securing the future of the sport is scouting for young talents who will take over from the aging ones, and it's quite commendable. You remember what just of recent what they did at the Paris Paralympic Games in 2024 last year. We won about 5 medals in all, more than 5 medals, I beg your pardon. And the para team has always been putting our name on the global map whenever they go out for competition. So it's a commendable one coming from the Powerlifting Federation of Nigeria, hosting this event and trying to scout for the young ones ahead, securing the future of the sport in the country. It's a commendable one, and kudos to the president of the federation alongside the Secretary General, Abdullahi Libata by name. And for the powerlifting, we are looking forward to also seeing them doing well at the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028. where they will continue from where they left it in Paris, and then maybe even add to more medals this time around. And we'll be it's something to behold, and we'll be cheering these special athletes on whenever they go out for their various events. All right, we have Isaac Omidiji joining us on the show this morning. Isaac, welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. On the flip, you heard it from the NFF president, where he was talking about our league, what they've done, highlighting some of those steps they've taken to see that the league recorded some is recording successes that we are seeing this time around, and also the Super Falcons. Just quickly before you react to the powerlifting, in your own thought about Eric Chelle's appointment as the Super Eagles coach.
Good morning, Emmanuel. Thank you for having me this beautiful morning. Eric Chelle is now our new coach, and the most important thing is, if I am to look at it on paper, I would say no, he's nowhere good enough to be the Super Eagles coach. But what do we need to do? We need to support him. We have had a lot of arguments for and against his appointment. Most of the arguments are based on the fact that he doesn't have the pedigree, he doesn't have the resume, his CV is not rich enough to become the manager or the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But the coaches who have succeeded in Nigeria, like Clemens Westop, what was his resume before coming to Nigeria? What was his CV like? What was his pedigree like? Well, he succeeded. See, the NFL have chosen him. What we need to do is to support him. Let us give him the benefit of doubt. If he fails, good. Then we will not criticize him. We will not have reason to criticize him. And also, there has been, this school of thought that how will we have Nigerian coaches, and it is a Malian that you are bringing. Well, Chile is a Franco-Malian, but we have forgotten also that Stephen Keshi coached Mali, coached Togo, Emmanuel Aminike coached Tanzania. Why will this country also not raise eyebrows that they have selected or qualified coaches, and they are bringing in Nigerians to come and be there? Don't forget that we have tried Nigerian coaches. We've tried Austin Eguavoen, we've complained. We've tried Samson Siasa, we've complained. Late Sibikeshi and late Shaibu Amodu have been one of the greatest coaches we have, but they are dead. What do you do? So this is Eric Chelle's chance. Let us give him the chance. Let us support him. And if he fails or he's not doing the right thing, then we'll have reason to criticize it.
Okay, I will take you at the end of the show. There's a question I'll ask you, but let's quickly go back to the national power powerlifting event coming up in Lagos. Labata, you heard it, is to secure the future of the sport in the country, and the event will be used to scout for talents who will take over from the aging ones.
Yes, it's good you plan ahead. You don't wait for your veterans to retire before you now start looking for those who will replace them. And it's good to also bring on the young ones that you discover to come and compete alongside the veterans, the experienced ones. You can even see that right from that avenue to compete. For the veterans, we know that yes, it's right. It's not time for me to let go. I wish, when the story came out, I wish it could have been probably a zonal thing. We have it in the geopolitical zone, because not all these special athletes can converge on Lagos. Not all of them. And they are scattered across the country. So how will they get the opportunity? But anyone that is opportune in Lagos or Ivory can take this opportunity and write his own name in gold. But I must praise the Federation for even thinking outside the box to ensure that there are those they will put on ground to replace those who are aging out. Because some of those who competed in the 2024 Olympics in Paris might not get it, to make it to the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028. So we need the young ones that will go again and give us good results. Man, don't forget that in the recent past, it is the Paralympic athletes that have continued to make us smile. Yeah. Don't forget that the last one, the able athletes couldn't even get a medal. But the special one, again, made us proud. So investing in them should be paramount, and we should invest more in them. So kudos to the Federation.
Okay, kudos to the federation. All right, leaving the power lifting story. Now we go straight to Doha. We'll talk table tennis now, where I call him the ageless one, Aruna Quadri, still holding his own when it comes to the ping pong game. Right there, far away in Doha, Qatar. He's through to the third round of the WTT Star Contender event after beating British champion Liam Pitchford to advance to the third round of the men's singles in Doha. For Aruna Quadri, I think he's the only African left in this tournament, and he's still holding his own, beating the British man Liam Pitchford. Quite commendable for Aruna Quadri, who is more than 30 years of age.
30 is an understatement, Emmanuel. This old man has continued to defy all odds and continue to give him good results. You know, he's not the type you will say you are grooming someone to come and, yes, you will groom to come and take over, but he has continued to show that no matter how old I get, I can still do it at the top level, and he's doing it. And I love him. He takes advantage of virtually every available tournament or competition he is qualified for or qualified to participate and showcase what he can do. He has not just only put his name on the map across the world, he has put the name of Nigeria and Africa on the map. Aruna Quadri for so many years has been on the lips of all ping pong lovers, and this man has continued till now to set the pace. So qualifying for the third round of the WTT Stars tournament is a good one in Doha. I hope he can take it higher and get to the semi-finals, get to the finals, and even win it, because he deserves something great in the world. He has been a world star, not just only Nigerian star, not just African star. He has been a world star. Those who have come across him, especially those Chinese, you know, it has always been difficult. Him and Chinese, he and Egyptians, but they know that, yes, they have always come to terms with a very strong and resilient table tennis player in Aruna Quadri. Great man, great character, and that's why you continue to see him to be on top of his game now.
Yes, fifth seed in the tournament. His next opponent will be Alvaro Robles of Spain. He actually defeated Liam in all the three sets, 11-9, 11-9, 11-9. Fantastic result for Aruna Quadri. All right, let's go back to Eric Chelle's Chelle story, but this time around coming in from the #1 citizen of the country, just like you mentioned from the onset. Now, President Bola Tinubu has actually called for the support of Eric Chelle, as the new Super Eagles coach. If it's coming in from the president, who are we not to support Eric as the new Super Eagles coach?
Definitely, who are we? And don't also forget that the NFF went for the coach they can pay, not the coach that they can't pay. The first choice was Tony Conceição, Portuguese. The second choice was Renard, and they all asked for mind-blowing amounts of dollars that NFF cannot pay. So they went for a coach that they can pay. So is it not better we cut our clothes according to the size of the material? So the president has now come out to say, okay, come on, guys, let's support this man. Let's give him our support. This is a Pan-African spirit. So let's give it to Eric Chelle. Let's see if he will be able to succeed with Nigeria. Yes, he got to the quarterfinal stage of the Africa Cup of Nations. We got to the final. You know, you wonder that why we coach that got to the semi-final, to the quarterfinal. We'll be coaching a country that got to the final. But we have the better manpower. Nigeria have the players. So let's see if this time around he will be sound enough to be able to get us a good team that will excel, not just on the continent, but in the world.
Okay, now, I just want to ask this question before we move on to the next story, because this concerns Eric. This time, this period that his appointment is coming in, considering the fact where we are on the World Cup qualifying group, with just 3 points and 1 loss is out of 4 games, and match the 5 and 6 is fast beckoning upon us. By March, the resumption of the World Cup qualifiers will resume. Don't you think we should have, in my own opinion, don't you think we should have allowed Austin Guevon to continue, because most of the players are used to him? Now, Eric coming in will have to change the whole scenario?
Well, also the government has not showed interest in getting this job on a permanent basis. And in not showing interest also means that being on an interim basis, they also want to quit. And I will not blame him. Okay. Look, the tax ahead is daunting. He has the job of the technical advisor. Don't forget that in the last qualifier against Ghana, he was not there. He's a Belgian representative. He's also not fine. So let's get a coach that will be able to concentrate with these guys. So whether the guys know govern or not doesn't guarantee the fact that you can turn the table under govern. And under the same govern, we have tried it before. That we didn't qualify to the World Cup. So history is there. That we've given the chance to Eric Chelle, and I believe that Eric Chelle will be able to do the right thing.
Okay, Eric Chelle will be able to do the right thing, and somehow, he's coming into Nigeria is still not feasible right now, where his club, Algerian club, MC Omran, he has a 2-year contract with that Algerian club, MC Omran. They are refusing to terminate his country's 2-year contract for him to come down and sign the dotted papers here in Nigeria and be unveiled officially as the Super Eagles coach. But we'll see how that pans out, because he needs to come in early and hit the ground running. All right, let's leave Eric Chelle's story. This time around, go straight to Enugu, MPF precisely, where Enugu Rangers partner Swiss club FC Schaffhausen. Now, these two clubs, Enugu Rangers and this Swiss club, are going into partnership in every aspect that concerns football, from branding, coaching, administrative-wise, everything. I think is a laudable step taken by Enugu Rangers.
Emmanuel, when you have young, enterprising, and quality leaders in place who knows what it takes, that is what the CEO of Rangers is doing. Very young, very enterprising, very experienced, and he knows what it takes to run a club. That is what he's doing. So seeking partnership, not just only within your country, but outside the shores of the country, speaks value. You want to develop the league, you want to develop the club. You need to bring in expertise, you need to bring in support, you need to bring in partnership, and you need to also understand that the branding of Enugu Rangers has a bit improved of recent since he took over as the chairman of the club and CEO of the club. So let's see what they will continue to do. I hope that the partnership will also involve facilities. That will be very important. Training facilities where the players will have world-class training facilities in Nigeria. And also that when there are preseason games, either the Swiss club will be able to come to the cathedral, or Rangers will be able to go down there and expose these players, or even go there for preseason. Who say Nigerian clubs can travel abroad for preseason? So this kind of partnership is good. And kudos to the chairman and CEO of Rangers, who have continued to champion the cause of Rangers and brand the club and market the club to make it very competitive.
Okay, market the club. Eziaku Amobi's name, fantastic and young, enterprising man who's doing big things with Enugu Rangers. And this time around, the Schaffhausen is playing in the second tier Daisy Challenge League in Switzerland. Let's see, like they said, talent hunt is also a ground for them to scout for talent, where some players will be going to Swiss to expose them to European, like you mentioned, facility-wise and every other thing. I think this is a commendable one, and we love what Amobi Eziaku is doing for Enugu Rangers. All right, let's leave that story and quickly go straight to the English FA Cup. There were third-round games played yesterday night, and one team who actually asked their coach started on a winning note with their former defender, and then we had two of their former players actually were at the dugouts for the team. All right, let's quickly look at the results. Sheffield United lost to Cardiff City 1-0, while Everton beat Peterborough United 2-0. That was a special moment, mixed feeling for that team. Fulham defeated Watford 4-1. All right, Everton against Peterborough United. Quickly, they sacked their coach just some hours to this game, and they went ahead. Seamus Coleman, and Leighton Baines, where the coaches at the dugout on the evening on an interim basis. Leighton Baines is the under-21 coach for Everton, and he was just promoted just to oversee this game, and they were able to win. And also Ashley Young facing his son at the other side of the pitch, that is Peterborough United. So it was quite a very good game for Everton last night.
Yes, they have to come up with a good result after sacking Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche has done well. It took them, saved them twice from relegation despite point deduction. But it's all about results, and they have new owners. So the owners decided to let him go a few hours to the game. And Leighton Baines and Shema Kumars came out and got a good victory for them. But how far can they go? That's how it is. But good for Everton that they were able to get a victory out of that game.
Yes, good for that victory because it's going to boost their confidence going into the English Premier Football League. All right, there was another cup game, semi-final. Yes, it's going to be a Clásico in that final. It is the Spanish Supercopa tournament. Now, Real Madrid defeated Real Mallorca by 2-0. One goal from Jude Bellingham and Rodrigo, putting them into the final, and they will be facing Barcelona in the final of the Spanish Supercopa.
Yes, the Clásico Supercopa final. It promises to be very interesting. And for Real Madrid, they've continued to also struggle. What I mean struggle, whether they play well or not, they get the result. And that's very important. And against Barcelona, that are also facing financial crisis that is also affecting them on the pitch of play. It promises to be a very wonderful final. But I believe that by the time the finals will played, probably all these indices should have changed.
Okay, all these things should have been sorted out. Congratulations to Real Madrid and Barcelona, who will be playing in the final of the Spanish Supercopa Cup. All right, let's quickly look at this transfer story. Yes, when this news came up, a lot of persons were surprised, but now it has been answered. Now, no Al-Ali move for Iheanacho coming in from the players' camp. Isaac, when this news, when I saw this news, when I read about it, I was like, okay, in my own perspective, if Iheanacho should go to Al-Ali, it's not bad at all.
Yes, it's not bad at all, but I believe there are other places he can go to. Better than Al-Ali. He's still not yet finished. I believe he only made the wrong move. Because I think most of us were surprised to have seen him move to Sevilla from Leicester, where it wasn't a regular. But always coming in to make impact. He has not been able to keep his career going at Sevilla. He has not been able to make that impact he's expected to make. So going to Al-Ali will not be the best thing. I think he can still play in Europe, probably in one of these Scandinavian countries, and revive his career.
His career. All right, good news for another of his compatriots, Super Eagles player, winger Chidera Ojukwe, who is back to training after long injury layoff. We are happy for him. He's back, and let's see how he can lift that team out of their murky waters in the Spanish La Liga. And the last story, quickly before we go away from the show, Everton sacks Sean Dyche after poor run. We already talked about that. After sacking him, Everton actually defeated Peterborough United in the FA Cup. Isaac, quickly before I let you go, in 20 seconds, react to this. Do you think Eric Chelle can qualify the Super Eagles for the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Hot seat question. Yes, if the players are ready.
Okay. Yes, if the players are ready. I will still take you on this. We will still be looking at Eric Chelle's appointment as the Super Eagles coach. I will still take you on this, but let's leave it there for now. Isaac, thanks for coming on the show. It's a good one having you on 360 Sports this morning. I can still see the New Year enjoyment on your face. Good one having you, Isaac.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. It was a pleasure.
All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.